See, Jesus said this. He says, if you have the faith of a mustard seed, you can speak to a mulberry tree and say, jump into the river, buddy, and it'll jump. Why a mulberry tree? You know how many trees are in Israel? All kinds of trees. Jesus could have said a palm tree. He could have said an almond tree. He could have said an olive tree. He could have said every kind of tree you can imagine. But he said mulberry. Well, that's a kick in the head. Why? See, that's the problem. You read the Bible, don't ask it any questions. If you'll ask it a question, it'll give you an answer. It'll blow your mind. I'm like, oh, why a mulberry tree? He didn't say speak to a mulberry tree. He said a tree. Why do you speak to a mulberry tree? Because a mulberry tree, it's very interesting, is because it deals with the root system, not just the tree itself. And he's saying that if you have the faith of a grain of mustard seed, you can deal with the root system and not just the tree. And so many times we're dealing with the fruit of our issue and the trunk of our issue so that we don't have to deal with the root of our issue. Because when you deal with the root of the issue, you're going to cry some things out. You're going to scream some things out. You're just going to be with God driving down the road and say, I don't want to deal with that. God, that hurt. That was painful. That's difficult. Or that's a challenge for me. God, that's too hard to lift. And that's what grace does. That's why you're at the pool. That's why you're at the 5 porches. Because grace comes along and tells you, hey, my grace is sufficient for you. Not to keep you there, but to deal with the root for you. And all you got to do is tell it. Jump in the ocean. Take a hike. From this day forward, I break agreement with that lie. That's not who I am, and that's not what I am.